What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique of the Fight Guys, Forbes.com, as well as Heavy.com. I am going over UFC Fight Night 172. We're powered by Fight TV and presented by Bet Online. Minus 190 favorite for Miguel Baeza against the veteran Matt Brown, who is plus 165 underdog. You always got to be careful when you have Matt Brown as an underdog, but we're going to talk about what we got or what we see from Miguel Baeza, who looks a lot like Amir Khan to me. Am I the only one that thinks he looks like Amir Khan? He just does. At any rate, make sure you do subscribe. Also like this video, and don't forget to click that notifications bell so you know when new videos go out. And also, if you want to see the rest of the odds and prediction videos for this card, upper right corner, click that and you can see it. Let's talk about this fight. Matt Brown, it looked like he was going to retire. I mean, I think he at one point announced his retirement. Then they decided against it, ended up coming back. He's one of those guys. He's always dangerous, a heck of a striker, really strong grappler. But he is 39 years old. Been fighting for a while, but he's on a 2-fight win streak. But the victories, the people that he's beaten has probably been around about in a circuit of fighters that he should be fighting. Don't know that he should be testing himself against somebody like Miguel Baeza, but we're going to find out. He beat Diego Sanchez with a nasty elbow over the top, and he also took out Ben Saunders with another elbow. But prior to that, he had lost 3 fights in a row. Now, granted, they were against really good fighters, Demian Maia, Jake Ellenberger, and Donald Cerrone, but we have to kind of temper what we expect, because I'm not sure what you're going to get from a 39-year-old Matt Brown at this point, especially against a guy like Miguel Baeza. They call him Caramel Thunder. He's 27 years old, undefeated, 8-0. 6 of his victories have come by stoppage. Most recently, he beat Hector Aldana, UFC Fight Night 161 back in October, just tore up the front leg, and ended up getting the stoppage with leg kicks and just finished him out, pounding him out with elbows. But Hector Aldana was done because of those leg kicks. He earned his UFC roster spot by beating Victor Reina by unanimous decision on Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series Season 3. It was Episode 2 back in June. So let's look at the striking here, right? Now, Matt Brown has great striking. Really heavy elbows, some good boxing. He's tough. But Miguel Baeza, man, he looks like a different kind of dude from a striking standpoint. He's fast. He's really tall for the weight class. Is 6'2", knows how to use the range, gets in and out throwing the jab and that straight. And then we can't forget about those leg kicks. He definitely can do some damage there. But what I really like in this particular fight, especially that Baeza does, is that he goes to the body. And why is that significant? If you know Matt Brown and you watch Matt Brown fights, almost every single fight he gets hurt to the body. Almost every single fight. I don't know what it is. There's something there in the liver area. He's tender there. He's so strong and so tough and so resilient. He usually kind of bites down and goes through it. But Miguel Baeza is very accurate and really precise with strikes, and I gotta believe that if his people are doing their homework, which I have no reason to believe they're not, they gotta know and they gotta be telling him, hey man, that body is open. You can, and if you land one there, you're more than likely gonna hurt him. So I think Baeza has the edge in speed. Obviously, I think he's definitely longer as far as the height. Brown seems to have a longer reach by ½ an inch, but I think Baeza is just a taller, longer, more athletic guy. So I think he does have an edge in striking. Now, if we go to submissions, it's really hard to say Baeza would have an edge here. He doesn't have any victories by submission in his career. If you watch him fight, he seems to want to stay standing. Matt Brown has submissions. He has 6 submission victories. His last one, he got a guillotine choke finish on Tim Means back in 2015. So that was 5 years ago. But we do know that he has a little bit of that in his game. At one point, though, the submission was his biggest weakness. He actually lost 3 fights in a row by submission back in 2010. But of course, that's 10 years ago. But then more recently, he was beaten by a rear naked choke from Demian Maia, which you can just about throw that out the window because Demian Maia can, submit Godzilla. So you never know. He's just got that about him. So you can't really say that because Damian Maia stopped somebody by submission, that means that they have a weakness when it comes to submission holds. I think Brown has kind of worked past that a bit, but I really don't think that'll matter in this fight. I really don't, because Brown is not the type to necessarily go for a takedown, even though maybe that's something he should do in this fight. But he usually likes to keep it standing, and he's going to try to keep it standing against Baeza. I can see him trying to land some sort of counter elbow, but I don't think that things will go to the ground. So while I do think he has an edge there, more than likely, I'm not sure we'll see it. All right, so let's go into the intangibles. Matt Brown is as tough as they come. I mean, this dude has been through all kinds of stuff. He's a recovered addict and who has just been at the bottom when it comes, as far as it is regarding, substance abuse and that battle that can be. He has been through tons, and he's been in some wars inside the octagon, times when you thought he was out of there, and he was able to kind of just come back and pull victories from the jaws of defeat. So he's got mad heart. But Baeza has that look, man. He has that feel. He has that presence. He has that aura about him that looks like he could be something serious. Now, obviously, he's probably 3-4 wins away from even being ranked. But he's got that thing, man, that makes you wonder, is this going to be a guy who's going to seriously be a contender? Now, he's not super young, but he's definitely younger than Matt Brown. So he's right in there at a place where I think it's I think he still has time to make an impact. He's only 27 years old. He'll be 28 in August. So we'll see. I definitely think he has some serious upside. But if you look at the age of Matt Brown and some of the wars he's been in, and you look at Baeza coming in pretty fresh from an intangible standpoint, I think Baeza has an edge there. So we're going to talk about the predictions. Overall, I got to go with Baeza. I got to. There's too many openings here for him to do some damage, hurt Matt Brown, and perhaps get a stoppage here. That actually is my official prediction. I got him winning the fight by second or third round TKO. And the reason why I'm even going that far out is because Baeza is very calculated. He doesn't rush in. He respects the power of his opponents, but he's going to kind of like try to pick guys apart. Now, he could get a first round stoppage if he's able to find that body sometime early. But Baeza I just can't see Matt Brown winning a stand-up battle with him. It's fighting, so he can land a big shot. But I do think that Baeza wins this fight and moves on. And I think you're going to be talking about him throughout 2020 and especially into 2021 when he starts to really begin to make some noise. But he's my official prediction to win this one by TKO. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section. As usual, I appreciate you watching. God bless and peace.